Welcome back to another sketchbook video. I thought that this was going to take me a lot longer, and in fact, I think it was 45 or 50 minutes long for the actual recording time. I mean, that does count a lot of my pauses. I usually have something playing on the side. I've got my headphones on, so at least recently. But yeah, I thought it was going to take a lot longer. I guess I forgot that I had done the sketch beforehand. A lot of the stuff I was just sketching. I mentioned before that I had been doing that a lot. Doing a lot of sketching in my sketchbook, especially when we were in Canada. And so a ton of it I need to go back through and fix. Actually, I was just doing that yesterday. So my back was really hurting, so I just went to my room, flopped on my bed, and drew a bunch. Or I guess refined a bunch in my sketchbook. I am leaving some stuff for the videos because it does help me a lot to do stuff that's already sketched, and then I'll actually take the time to make it look nicer. Or that's the hope. Anyway. So this is pretty simple. I was just thinking about how funny it would be if a hood had teeth, and then I just made it a whole character. So yeah, gave him little eyes. He kind of looks like the little lamprey worm thing that I made forever ago when I was doing my normal day of sketching, normal week of sketching, I think. I miss drawing that much. If it was up to me, I would spend all day drawing and writing and reading, and no one would be able to stop me. But unfortunately, they can, and so can my wallet. I actually finally bit the bullet today and went ahead and bought a new charger and batteries for my camera because they will not stay charged. I charge all of them. I make sure that they get full, I mean, from what they say, and then whenever I go to use them, there's one that's dead, one that's at 70%, and it just, there'll be like one maybe that still has 100% battery, but then I'll record for 15-20 minutes and it's down to 17 or 10%, so it's kind of driving me nuts. And I don't know if that's the charger or if that's just the batteries kind of going bad. I mean, mind you, I've had these for a couple years, and whenever I'm making a video, I use them quite a bit, and they have to deal with being charged and used a lot. So I shouldn't complain too much, but I had to go ahead and buy one. And I really didn't want to. I didn't want to spend the money, but I did. I went ahead and did. I couldn't handle it anymore. I don't say it very often, but I use a ZV-E10 camera. I think Sony ZV-E10. I'm positive, actually, it's a Sony. And Movo mic. Movo, M-O-V-O mic. I like them. I like them really. I say really well. I like them a lot. Yeah. Whatever the natural form of that is. And I'm inking again with my zebra pen. I love my zebra pen. When we went to Canada, there was a spot in the like lower den area where there's like a huge desk, and I had one in my room too. But there was a huge desk. I wanted to use it, but my brothers pulled all the curtains, so it was too dark, and I didn't want to move them because they were usually watching something down there. But anyway, big desk, and on it they had a little like basket of pens and pencils, and they had one of the zebra pencils, and I've always been curious about them because I like the shape of the pen. So I used it, and it was so nice. So I'm half considering getting a zebra pencil now, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I've got so many pencils. I kind of inadvertently became some sort of pencil collector where there's just specific pencils I'd like to have in different point sizes, and some of them I like to keep in some bags and some I just always have with me. So yeah, it's a little out of control. And I get really cheap pens too. Like, I have a couple pricey boys, but for the most part I just get cheapo pens. I like to get some of the pricier ones only because I can refill them and not just toss them out, because I kind of feel bad about the waste. I know, again, with my yellow background, I don't know what it is about red and yellow this year, but I guess I'm living for it. But like I said, I regret not also doing the right page. I should have. It wouldn't have taken me much longer. I guess it doesn't really matter. I tried to do another page this day, and my dad came home early from work with our dog, and he turned on the TV immediately, and it was just way too loud for me to, cause it's like just right down the hall from me, like a couple steps from me, and it was obnoxiously loud, so I couldn't finish that one that day, which was fine because I just took our dog out and sat with him for, I don't know, 2 hours outside. But yeah, it was fine. I actually ended up doing it the day that I'm doing this voiceover, so it's finished now, and well, finished being filmed and edited. It still has some other things that it needs. I really like how easy it is to use this gray highlighter, so occasionally I grab it instead of the Tombows, though it is significantly lighter and it's got a warmer tone to it, so you can see the difference. In fact, it makes it look slightly greenish in person whenever it's next to the other tones, but I don't mind. Then grabbing the Tombows. When I was in that Michaels before, I really considered buying another gray set, but I did not. Like, I have some more time, and I have that big set that I would really like to use more. I hope that the next sketchbook that I use can handle them, because it would be nice to pull that out more. And I want to use my markers again. It's a lot easier to spot color instead, but yeah, I would really like to get some of my markers out again and use that Ohuhu no Show Through paper, because it's really nice. Really, really nice. I didn't expect myself to like it as much as I did, but I constantly think about it. I also have a mixed media paper from them that I would like to trial a little bit more, because I could maybe use it for Inktober. Anyway, this is the finished picture. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Have a good day or night, and bye.